B sample with a dope ass beat and get some mic check. All the levels right, and if it's good, then I'll be here for.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Medic Studios here today with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my opinions towards the DLC delay on GTA 5 story mode. Now first I'm going to start off with the discontinuing of updates for last gen. I think that that's a good thing, personally, because I mean, we're on to bigger and better things now. Xbox One's been out for almost 2 years. It's to the point where we're starting to get closer and closer to the servers being dropped for the old gen systems. It's just going to be a matter of, I'm guessing, about 2 years at the most. I'd say 2 to 3 max. They'll keep the servers up for the last gen, because at that point we'll be going on to 5 years with the current gen systems being on. And so them getting rid of updates for the old gen, I think is good, because I think that they'll be able to focus more on current gen. I feel bad for people on old gen. I mean, I seriously do. Some people just can't afford current gen systems, and I understand that completely. And if I had the problem of not having a current gen system, I would also be mad about that. So I completely understand. But for my case, since I do have it, I do understand why people with old gen would get mad, and I completely understand. But now for my sake, since I am on the current gen systems, it'll be good for me because they'll be able to focus more on DLCs. They'll be able to focus more on them, make them better, etc. But I just wanted to bring that in because it kind of has to do with the story mode DLC. If they have to, the more systems they're gonna have to focus on, I'm sure releasing DLC updates for last gen is different than current gen. They probably have to do completely different things with it. They can have the same idea for it, but they probably have to do certain things since it's not up to the same standard. The system runs differently, and yeah, I mean, I think you guys get where I'm getting at here. But the thing about the story DLC being delayed, because of GTA Online DLCs, there's good and bads to it. It makes me kind of angry in a way because, GTA story mode, when it first came out for the 360, I beat it in 2 days. I just played it. Sorry, that was my phone. I played it for 2 days and beat it because I just wanted to beat it and play it because it was such a good story mode. And then after that, GTA Online was released a week later. It was a mess. Couldn't even play for at least 3 days. The servers were just that bad. So that kind of sucked. But GTA Online is good because you can play with your friends and stuff. But the thing is that they're focusing on DLCs that don't really make the game any more fun. Adding cars and clothes, that's cool and all, but it really doesn't make that big of a difference. I mean, the only difference it makes is that you have to get more money to buy the new vehicles because they're so much better. They need to add more things into the game that make it fun. I know they're releasing the free mode DLC random events, but let's be honest here, those will probably get boring after a week. I mean, it's nothing special. I just think that they need to drop just one big DLC update. Let everybody know that, yeah, we got big plans. It may be a while, but we have big plans. We're gonna add a brand new huge feature into GTA Online, and the time will be worth it. But then again, when Rockstar says the time, that could be a year. Heist took a year to get out, and they're supposed to come with the game. So, if it's something as little as Heist, I mean, they dropped 5 heists. It took them a year to make 5 heists. And a part of it could have been, because one, they were preparing for current gen coming out, because back then it was about months away. I think current gen came out before GTA Online, and they didn't even bother to drop it for both systems. So, I guess they just wanted to start it on old gen and then move it onto there. So they probably had a lot of work to do with moving everything over, retexturizing, etc. You get what I'm getting at here. But I don't know. I feel like there's too many little updates that they should just be focusing on one and actually let us know that, because Rockstar is notorious for working on something well, and not even necessarily big, just working on something in general, and they don't say anything about it. They're silent for like 6 months, and then they come out with something that's kind of big. It's fun at first, but then it gets boring. So I just think that truthfully, I'd rather them come out with a story mode DLC first, because honestly, it's to the point where the updates for multiplayer just aren't any good anymore. I'd rather see a new story mode so I have something to do. Either that, or they're just gonna have to try to add something for multiplayer, because like something big, I mean, they have, I think they said 40 years of ideas or something like that. I don't know, something insane like that. But you know, if they have all those ideas, then they should apply it to GT, like what we got now, you know. And now, see, they come out with old gen, they had to work on new gen or current gen, and then now they're starting to work on the next game. So it's like they're constantly occupied, that they don't really have time for the current game. So I think that kind of not releasing it on both systems right off the bat was kind of a bad idea, because now their ideas are taking longer and longer to get out there. And you know, now they can focus on current gen, but I'm not holding my breath it's gonna take any less longer than it does to the usual. And yeah, I just really think they should like add some new features to the game that make it fun. I mean, not even necessarily like game modes or anything. Like game modes would be cool, you know, like cops or cops and crooks or something like that. Just, I mean, GTA 4 slightly had a better multiplayer in terms of game modes. You know, they should really add some new ones in like that instead of just missions. But I don't know. Personally, I just really think that they just need to focus on one or the other. I mean, don't bother throwing out cars and clothes as a DLC. I mean, just add something that will make the game more fun, because it's not really impacting it that much. You know what I mean? Like, you go, alright, buy a $300 shirt. Okay, that's it. That's the DLC right there. Like, they need to add and contribute more ideas to the current game, because it's to the point where, like, after a year, it got boring. To be honest, it did. But yeah, so that was the video, guys. I just wanted to kind of share my ideas about share my opinion on the DLC thing going on right now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed, and of course, I'll see you guys in the next vid. Peace.